Here's our latest installment of the A to Z Mysteries, The Empty Envelope. We're going to be reading Chapter 3. This was written by Ron Roy. Published 1998. Let's see what's going to happen next. We last left off with yes, the jelly handprint. So remember, there was the jelly handprint, and they think that the person whoever has the jelly handprint is the one who took the envelopes. Okay, chapter 3. Here's a little picture that starts the chapter out. The kids marched next door to Ruth Rose's house. They found Nate in the living room watching a video. His fingers and mouth were stained purple. There we go. Natey, did you take Dink's letters? Ruth Rose asked. Nate looked at his sister with big blue eyes. He shook his head. Nope. Ruth Rose glanced at Dink and Josh. She rolled her eyes. Okay, then who took them? We found your jammy fingerprints. Can everyone show me how you roll your eyes? You guys are good at that. Nate hid his hands under his t-shirt. Steggy did, he said softly. Dink knelt down next to Nate. Where did Steggy put the envelopes? He asked. He shrugged, watching two dancing dinosaurs on TV. Who the heck is Steggy? Josh asked. His favorite dinosaur, Ruth Rose said. She turned off the TV. Natey, Dink really needs his letters. Can you show us where Steggy put them? Nate let out a big sigh. He got up and walked into the kitchen. The kids followed. Nate pulled open the refrigerator door. A stuffed stegosaur sat on a shelf next to a bowl of strawberry jello. Steggy had 5 blue envelopes in his mouth. Josh laughed. Yo, Nate, don't you know dinosaurs hate the cold? Nate pulled Steggy off the shelf and shut the door. Steggy's playing mailman. It's hot outside, he said. And here's the picture that goes with it. See there? There's the letters. Ruth Rose handed the envelopes to Dink. It's not nice to take things without asking, she told her brother. It's okay, Natey, Dink said, examining the envelopes for purple smudges. He wanted the letters to look perfect for Doris Duncan. That was my dog. Dink found a few splotches of grape jam and wiped them off on his pants. When he looked for more purple stains, he noticed the return address again. This is weird, he said. Dink showed the return address to Josh and Ruth Rose. Doris Duncan's mother's name is Bessie Duncan, so why are the letters from O. Bird? Maybe O. Bird mailed the notes for her after she died, Josh said. Dink laid the envelopes in a row on the kitchen table. Excuse you, I'm trying to read here. All right, hold on, I gotta go let the dog out of the room. Are you serious? Get out of here. Look. This is what happens when you try to lock yourself in your room so no one bothers you. The dogs still get in. Dink laid the envelopes in a row on the kitchen table. He pulled out the notes and placed them next to their envelopes. But what about this, Dink said. The letters are all dated last week, but Doris Duncan told me her mom died last month. Mind if I get us all some milk? Josh asked. Go ahead, Ruth Rose said, picking up the empty envelope. And why would anyone send her own daughter an envelope with nothing in it? Dink nodded. It doesn't make any sense, he said, unless these letters aren't really from her mother. But why would Doris tell us a story like that? Ruth Rose wondered. Josh picked up one of the letters. He read it quickly. Then he carefully spilled a small puddle of milk in the writing. Why would he do that? What are you doing? Dink yelled. Doris Duncan will kill me. Wait a sec. Josh smeared the milk around with his finger. I read in a spy comic that if you pour milk on invisible ink, you can read it, he said. Maybe there's a secret message. They all hunched over the letter. No hidden writing appeared, but now there was a wet, milky blotch over some of the words. Thanks a lot, Josh, Dink said. Wait till Doris Duncan sees this. Ruth Rose blotted the letter with a paper napkin. Hey, be quiet, you. Don't worry, it'll dry, she said. She waved the letter in the air, then held it up to the sunny window. It's better, Dink said, giving Josh an or you'll be sorry look. Hey, I'm almost done with the chapter. Quiet. Guys, look at this, Ruth Rose says. There are 2 pinholes in the paper. The holes go right through the letters H and D. Josh grabbed another letter. He held it next to Ruth Rose's at the window. This one has a hole too, he said. There's a tiny one right through the letter J. Dink jumped up and looked at his pinholes. Then he stared at his friends. Maybe there really is a secret message, he said. And I just kind of want to show you a picture really quickly, because sometimes I look back at the book to see things, and I want to show you something really quickly. So remember that this is the picture of Doris, and I don't know, guys, does she look a little funny to you? I don't know, she just doesn't really look quite right to me. I don't know, just an observation. So maybe Doris isn't who we think she is. See, what I would do, I would peek in the later on and look, but I don't want to spoil it. So I just kind of like went like this really quickly, and then I said, no, don't do it. Let's all be surprised together. Okay, until next time when we read chapter 4. Bye-bye.